This is the Elder Scrolls Online. Pretty, isn't it? And this is a Radiant Apex mount. And so is this. I mean, it's quite literally radiating. Radiant Apex mounts are the highest tier of mounts you can obtain within the Elder Scrolls Online. And if you are now thinking these mounts are the privilege of the most brazen of adventurers, then, well, think again. Hi, I'm the Casual Lamer. I usually create ESO content. I have played 10,000 hours and more in the MMORPG genre. And today we are going to address the mount situation in the Elder Scrolls Online. We will explore the amount of excuse me lady. We will see how much FOMO has been put in by Zenimax within this game. We will also see how you can obtain these mounts without spending real money. And we'll still conclude how it is an anti-consumer way of handling things. Alrighty, first things first, the Radiant Apex mounts are not, as you might think, hidden behind some crazy achievements that are very hard to do. No, you might have an inkling already. They are here in the crown crates. These are, as I have said before, the Radiant Apex mounts, the highest tier of mounts you can obtain within the game. And this is the only place where you can get these mounts. All Radiant Apex mounts are exclusively, without a single exception, only within these crates. These crates cost real money. These are the crowns that you can purchase. For reference, 5,000 crowns, usually they cost like 35 euro and you get 15 crates. And the chances to get a Radiant Apex in this is astonishingly low. Basically Counter-Strike knife levels of drop chances. We are talking about 0.2%. So if you decide you want the Radiant Apex, opening crates is probably not the best idea. But just for this video, guys, I am going to throw myself into financial despair and purchase one just to show you that there is only garbage in these. Let's see here. And Radiant Apex, yes, no, maybe. Who would have seen that coming? Okay, so now that we have established that these mounts are only within these crates, well, we are approaching the issue we are having. Second, well, there is actually a way, there is actually a way to obtain these mounts without spending real money. Isn't that great? And now you might think, hey, what's the problem, Lamer? Hey, you can already get them for in-game activities, so no issue, right? Yeah, about that. So in order to get these mounts for, well, not real money, you will have to engage in the Endeavor system. The Endeavor system is essentially a daily and weekly activity that you can follow where you can get these so-called seals of Endeavor. Per day, you get usually between 30 and 45 seals of Endeavor, and per week, you usually get 250. So that means between 30 and 45 a day, plus 250 a week. Now, how much do you think these mounts cost? I give you just a second here. Yeah, that's enough. Yeah. 16,000 seals of Endeavor. That's the price that you will have to pay in order to get these Radiant Apex mounts. And yeah, you might think, the grind, that's part of MMORPGs, right? Not a big deal, but yeah, let's see here. The Endeavors are time limited. So you have a daily that obviously resets every day and a weekly that resets, well, you might have guessed it, every week. So you have a limited amount of seals that you can get per day, and you are also time constrained. What that means is that you are incentivized to play every single day in order to get these seals of Endeavor, because if you do not, you will not be able to get these seals. So there we have number one, FOMO. Now, let's have a look at the second FOMO system. As you can see here, it says 1 day left. And if you recall here, this mount, it's the Harrowstorm Destrier, by the way. If you would, let's assume you have 16,000 seals accumulated right now, which I do not, and you would like to buy this, then you are shit out of luck. And why is that? Well, FOMO system number 2 is in full effect because you can only purchase the Radiant Apex mounts, or, well, all the other rewards in these crates. It's not just the Radiant Apexes that you can buy, are only obtainable when that specific crate is in the store. Yes, you heard me freaking right. These crates shuffle through the store. As you can see, the Celestial crate has been in the store for 14 days. Now we have only 1 day left. And then there's the seasonal crate, the Hidden Kindred crate. That is usually in the store for about 3 months. So if you were to want this one here, especially because, frankly, this is an amazing mount. Look at this. It's freaking cool. Then, yeah, I have bad news for you, because you will have to wait for the crate to get back into this store in order to purchase this. And that is only if you have the Seals of Endeavor, which takes you 6 to 8 months of regular playing, and not by engaging in some very exciting and super fun gameplay experience. No, it is only through the freaking endeavors, okay? Only these, and they are trivial. What the game essentially demands you to do is A, spend a shit ton of real money in these crates, which I highly recommend you to not do that, because remember, 15 crates for 35 euros with a chance of 0.2% to get rated Apex. And then you don't even know which ones of these you might get. Let's say you want this one, for instance, right? And you get astonishingly lucky, but you get that one. And you're like, yeah, but I don't like that one. You can't exchange it, okay? You are stuck with what you get. So if you get the Radiant Apex that you don't want, no way of exchanging it. You're shit out of luck. You got astonishingly lucky and you still got screwed over. So that's basically how, well, every loot box in every video game works, right? So now that we have established these two outlandishly horrible systems that are just downright consumer unfriendly, to put it mildly, let's have a look at what we can present Zenimax, the developer of the Elder Scrolls Online, on how to fix this issue. My idea, once again, as I have been alluding to in a previous video, would be a trader or merchant. So let's assume this place here is occupied by a trader, and this trader, just imagine there's a trader here, right? Has all the available mounts, all the available crown mounts, that is, and perhaps even all the other customizations that are hidden behind, because frankly, it's not just the mounts, it's a lot of other customization stuff, right? So let's assume this trader has all that stuff in stock at all times, right? So no freaking FOMO bullshit, just like everything is here. So you can have the possibility to purchase any mount at any point in time for the Seals of Endeavor that you have accumulated over the, I repeat myself, 6 to 8 freaking months. Okay? And in my opinion, it doesn't even have to stop there. In my opinion, what would be a tremendously good idea for the economy, and basically every player too, would be if these mounts would be obtainable for gold. I have currently 45 million gold, so I might be a bit not the target group, I suppose, for newer players. But in my opinion, you can have all of these mounts available in that trader. You remember? Are you still imagining the trader that is standing here? Good, thank you. Has these mounts for, let's say, 20 million gold a piece. And that would mean that we would strike two birds with one stone. Because first, Zenimax has attempted to deflate the economy quite a bit to make it easier and more accessible for newer players to engage in the economy. And that means that whales, such as, I guess myself, I don't consider myself a whale, but I guess from a newer player perspective I am, would be incentivized to use their gold and spend it instead of hoarding it. Now what that would change is that there is much less gold in the economy, because this gold gets destroyed. This gold is taken out of the economy, which in turn would mean that the prices for all other things, in theory, would drop as well, making it easier for newer players to catch up within this economy. So that's upside number 1. Upside number 2 would be, obviously, it's a far superior system for the consumer, for the player, that is us, to obtain these mounts. Yeah, I know a lot of people don't really enjoy the shiny stuff. I do, and I frankly think a lot of people do, because the amount of Radiant Apex mounts I see galloping around is high. So that is number 2. And number 3 would be, it's actually also superior to the Endeavor system, because with gold you can farm as much as you humanly can within a day without being constrained to artificial time constraints. So it's a win-win-win situation, and even Zenimax could realistically implement this, because you still have quite a bit of grind hidden behind this. And let's be real, people who want to gamble, they will keep gambling, okay? So gamba, okay? Because you still have that minuscule chance to get one of these within opening these crates. And that's it, guys. That's it. The mount situation is absolutely horrible for new players. And if you're not thinking, hey, how do you have so many of these Radiant Apex mounts? Well, I've played the game for quite a while, okay? I'm not really affected by this all that much anymore. I have like 3 or 4 Radiant Apex mounts. I got really lucky with this one. I got really lucky with the Meridian Charger. That's the one you have seen in the beginning, that I had my 16,000 seals at the exact time when this crate came into the store. So I'm not affected by this the most, but basically every other player who's just playing ESO for a little bit is affected by this, because ESO has this issue where they advertise themselves as the best casual MMORPG, and frankly I think it kind of is, but then you have these systems that are so abhorrently grindy and so abhorrently anti-consumer that doesn't fit together, in my opinion. So Zenimax, implement the trader now. Okay, thank you guys for watching today. Please leave a like if you like these kind of videos, and perhaps if you want more ESO content in the future, hey, you should probably subscribe. It's an amazing idea, really. And with that, I leave you with my outro. As always, I hope you have a wonderful day and you take great care of yourself, and I see you next time. Bye bye.